Chair, my question is, what was the outcome of the diplomatic engagement undertaken by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Affairs, with the government of the Federation of Russia concerning the reported deceptive recruitment of Kenyan youth? And what specific measures, undertakings, or commitments were secured from the Russian authorities regarding the protection, legal status, welfare, possible repatriation of affected Kenyan nationals? The Prime Cabinet Secretary just informed us that repatriation is ongoing for the 47 Kenyans. We are not sure the status, whether they are here or they are still in Russia, and the ministry is still engaging with the Russian authorities to repatriate these Kenyans. My second question is on the prevention and enforcement measures undertaken by the ministry. What concrete measures has the government put in place to investigate, identify, and dismantle the networks? I know in the detailed response, some of these issues were conversed, some not clear. So what the government put in place to investigate, identify, and dismantle the networks, agents, and individuals involved in facilitating the deceptive recruitment of Kenyan youths, and how is the government strengthening regulatory oversight, inter-agency coordination, and public awareness mechanism to prevent further exploitation of Kenyans seeking employment opportunities abroad? Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Senator Murgo.
Thank you very much, Chair. To the Cabinet Secretary, my first question is how you can trust the Russian people or government that agreements were made with to not continue to recruit. Russia is sick. Russia is in a problem. How can you trust that Kenyans will no longer be recruited, and yet Russia is looking for manpower to fight? Along with that, how can you ensure as a ministry and also as a country, because we do not know how the Middle East situation will escalate into, how can you ensure that Kenyans going for jobs maju will not turn into fighters in either Iran, or Kuwait, and all those countries, so that we do not find ourselves in where we are now with Russia. And then on our side, Senator Elengwe has asked a question that I was going to ask. But along with that is, are you sure that there are no part of the ministries like internal and immigration that are sneaking out travel documents such as passports and so on to facilitate the illegal traveling of our people, such that they find themselves in the mess they are in? But, you know, we have, as a ministry or agencies, aided them to go into that mess. So is it watertight situation that we are sure there are no agencies in the migration or internal that is aiding illegal traveling documents or passport or such. And then finally, what is our situation or status with Ukraine after all this mess? When they find out that Kenyans are actually part of the Russian troops that are fighting them. Thank you.
Thank you. I think I'll add mine so that we can finish very fast. Number one, when did the government come to know the current happenings of Kenyans actually enlisted for Russia fight? Number two, there is a report of investigation by agencies where some of the government institutions are involved as far as actually assisting Kenyans to get the documentation and also passing through JKIA without being intercepted. This is a report by DCI, and the institutions that are actually mentioned is Directorate of Immigration Services, DCI, Anti-Narcotic Unit, National Employment Authority. Those are the institutions that are involved. Now, the other issue that I wanted to raise is what time frame are you looking at as far as resolving this issue? Because as you've said, there are budgets involved, and also there are agreements that need to be looked into as far as the issues are concerned. Prime Cabinet Secretary will be very happy if those deregistered agencies are actually put up, so that Kenyans cannot be duped anymore since you have deregistered them. The 600, if you can share with us the information, we'll also appreciate. With the current happenings, I think it is important actually to look at all the agreements that we have with various governments and also various agencies so that Kenyans are safe wherever they are. And those who are planning to travel, they know that they are engaging the institutions that are safe, registered, and properly vetted by government institutions. Finally, I wanted to ask, as a government, the reason why Kenyans are getting involved in all this is because of unemployment. That is the major, major problem. What is the government doing to ensure that Kenyans are not getting into such, duped kind of employment that is actually propagated by several institutions? Because sometimes, it's better for you to be a farmer in your farm than being taken to Russia or Ukraine or Middle East and treated the way Kenyans are being treated. What are we doing as a country as far as provisions of employment? I know the government is trying in many ways, especially the Nyota program by the government and housing, housing strategies that are happening in the country. Are we able to do more so that we can be able to attract our own, employment to save our citizen from getting into this kind of trouble? Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. These are very, very important issues that this committee has raised. First, on the issue of do we trust Russia? The whole principle of diplomatic engagement is that we all have to make sure that there's integrity in our international undertakings and obligations. And following my meeting with the Minister for Foreign Affairs in Russia, I have no reason to doubt his integrity in terms of the commitments that we have made. And over and above that, there are diplomatic channels of communication. We commit through note-verbals, and we also commit in writing to affirm the conversations that we had and the understanding that was reached. So that is the way to go. Now, the second aspect that maybe I want to